So what we're going to talk about today is recruiting. How many guys here are working here because you have the idea potentially to eventually run and open up an office? So a few of you guys. Okay, good. That's awesome. Those are the people that I'm going to be talking to. If you're just here to make a couple of dollars, that's okay. But there's two ways to make money. Okay, you guys have seen this before many times. Many times. How many of you guys have seen this before? Robert Kiyosaki talks about that, right? So this is the poor side, and this is the rich side. Now when I say poor, I'm not talking about poor in money, but poor in time, because you can make a lot of money but be poor in what? In time. How many of you guys know some people that make a lot of money but they have no time? What's the point of having a lot of money but you can't spend the time with the people that you actually care about, right? So it's not just poor in money, but just poor in time, poor in energy, poor in resources, whatever it may be. And the reason why is because many of us have been taught to like what? To go make money. Right or wrong? There's nothing wrong with making money. As a matter of fact, you need to in the beginning processes go out there and make money. Especially if you're in your early 20s, early 30s, this is the best time to go out there and crush it. Why? Because when you're 50 years old, it's probably going to be harder to go out there and create money. Right or wrong? Okay? So you want to utilize your 20s and your 30s to go out there and do whatever you can to possibly to make as much money as possible. You want to do it the way that actually makes a little bit more sense. So one way to do it is to trade your time for money, right? We already know that. Trade your time for money. We talked about it last time. If someone makes $20 an hour or $40 an hour or $80 an hour or $100 an hour, you're still trading what for the money? Time. That's Rich Dad Poor Dad by Barayev Kiyosaki. Yeah, he talks about that. So there's nothing wrong with that, by the way, right? You have to start somewhere. Then you guys, like right now, you guys are all in a sales position as a salesperson, right? Self-employed, okay, a specialist, and in that position, you're still what? You're still trading what? You're making more money than an employee would make, but the problem is still what? You're still executing, you're still trading your time for money. Nothing wrong with that in the beginning stages, but you have to have a longer term vision in mind. Otherwise, this will get very tiring, right? Because you're going to have to do it till the day you die. The next one is business, but I talk about building teams or big business or building teams. I like to talk about building teams because if you look at every successful business that has gotten big, Uber, Microsoft, doesn't matter, any company, even a small business, right? They usually, the way they grow and they scale is through what? Through people, right? Through people and through systems. If there's a lot of people and no systems, there's a lot of what? A lot of chaos. Just imagine a business full of people, but there's no processes, no systems, no protocols. Anybody worked in a restaurant that has like 30, 40 employees, but it's chaos? They have no good systems, right? It's insane. The manager's working fucking 50, 60, 70, 8 hours a week, and it's still not getting done, right? It's chaos. How many of you guys worked in a big company like Cheesecake Factory or something, as an example, right? They have systems for everything. They have systems to even go to the bathroom. But that's what keeps the company growing like crazy, and they're going to have hundreds of locations because they have systems, right? And they have people. If you have a lot of systems and no people, what does that mean? You're making money because you need people to make money, right or wrong? I had one time, one of my friends told me, oh, Michael, I don't like the fact, somebody said it, not to me, but he said it to someone else, like, I don't like the fact that you're making money off me. I was like, well, hold on a second. You want the shoemaker to make money off your ass. True or not true? Like if you go buy shoes, don't you want the guy to make money off you? I want him to make money so that I can have shoes to buy. You want people to make money off of you. There's nothing wrong with that. Right or wrong? Like excess is making money off us? The government's making money? I don't give a fuck. The office here, the building is making money off of us. I'm okay with that as long as they're providing value. Does that make sense? So in order to attract people, you need to give them what? Value. So we're going to talk today, how do you actually recruit people by showing them the right value so they say, you know what, and they magnetize towards you so they want to work with you. How many of you guys like to learn that? Okay? Because if you do not learn how to attract people to your vision, to your goal, to your business, to your team, it's going to be very difficult for you to hit the high levels of success because the high levels of success require you to recruit people, require you to build people, require you to build those teams. And if you can get really, really, really good at leadership and building teams, you will be very, very, very valuable in the marketplace. Because companies would want to fucking pay you big bucks to what? To build teams. That's why managers, like a general manager of Walmart, makes more money than an associate that actually just rings the cash register. Yeah, they make about 100, 150 grand a year. It depends on the situation, depends on the location. But you get paid more for what? It's because what? You're managing People. As you grow into the company, you're what? You're dealing with more people, less with customers. Right? It's not about dealing with customers. The regular associates are dealing with customers. But the managers are dealing with what? The people. Because you make more money when you're dealing with people and building teams. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So let's talk about recruiting quickly. Okay? I don't know why we have this, but okay.
Is the last one investor?
Yeah, the last one is investor, and over here you have money making you money. Right? So you can invest it in crypto, you can invest it in stocks, you can invest it in real estate, you can invest it in assets, whatever. You know, you could put it in treasuries, whatever, but you're having money making you money. Make sense? The whole purpose of making money is not to stack it in your bank account and sleep on it. The whole purpose of it is to find a vehicle that you can invest in so it can duplicate. But a lot of people, they invest too early, in my opinion. Right? A lot of people make the mistake of investing really early in their business, really early in their career, when they shouldn't be doing that. Right? We could talk about that another day, how the proper stages of building wealth. The 9 steps of creating wealth, which actually I learned from Grant Cardone, but it's really, really powerful. So anyway, let's talk about recruiting. Okay? Let's talk about recruiting quickly. When you're recruiting people, okay, understand this. Psychology of human beings. When you are recruiting somebody, you have to understand that you telling them about your opportunity, oh my God, it's an amazing opportunity, that doesn't click in people's heads. Okay? There's a process and a way of recruiting to inspire the person to want to actually join your team. Okay? Now, how do you find people? How do you find people, guys? Yeah, walking, my friend. There's people outside, right? So there's different kinds of people. There's people that you do not know, right? People that you do not know. I call them the C list. Then you have people that you what? People that you know, like acquaintances, right? People you went to college with, people you went to high school with, old co-workers, neighbors, people that you actually know. You know of them, they know of you. It doesn't mean you know them intimately. Right? It doesn't mean that you know them deeply, you know their dreams and goals. No, you just know of them, they know of you. If you were to say, hey, what's up? They know what's up. They can say, hey, how you doing, Julian? Right? And usually with the B list, it's about, I would say, 100 people to 200 people that you know. Right? Think about it. Elementary school friends, high school friends, college friends, old co-workers, about 100, 200 people, right or wrong?
Who's in your phone?
Who's in your phone? Exactly. They may not remember you in terms of like what your birthday is, but they know, oh yeah, I've seen this guy. I know him. Okay? And then you have people that are what? People close to you. Usually it's about what? 20 to 40 people. We call them the A-list. Right? Your mom, your dad, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your best friends, your really close buddies. Right or wrong? Right? People that actually, you know of them, they know of you, but there's a deep connection there. Right? If you were to call them and say, yo, I need help, they'll be there for you. Right? Or they at least would know your situation, or at least they know you for many years. Okay? That's your A-list. How many people in your C list? Infinite. Right? So one of the things that most people do, okay, when they start recruiting, they try to chase the C list first. And the challenge with C list is that what? They don't know you. Right? So you have to build that relationship. Now, the easiest people to recruit are who? The A-list. People that know you, like you, and they trust you because the foundation of trust has already been built. Right? How many guys have a girlfriend or a boyfriend? Anybody? Okay. Where is she right now to you? C-list, B-list, or A-list? A-list. But she was one day what? A B-list. And before that, she was one day a C-list. Every single person that is your A-list, excluding your mom and your dad, and your brothers maybe, and your sisters, have been a C-list or a B-list before they became an A-list. Does that make sense? So they started off at a C-list because you didn't know them. You shook hands, you got to know them. A couple of weeks later, they became a B-list. A couple of months, they became an A-list to you. Right or wrong? Right? So who are the best people to talk to when it comes to recruiting? A-list. Because you already went through the process of what? Building trust. Okay? They trust you. They like you. They respect you. So when you talk to them, they're more likely to listen to you. But there's a different type of way to talk to your A-list than to talk to your C-list. With the A-list, you can say, yo, Kevin, I got this opportunity. Show up to this interview. What is it? Don't worry about it. Show up. Like, that's the kind of relationship you can go talk to an A-list, right or wrong? They trust you. Like, okay, fuck it. I need a job. Right? Versus a C-list, if you go to a random guy and say, yo, show up to this interview, like, what the fuck is wrong with your ass? They're going to look at you with 3 eyes. Why? It doesn't make any sense. There's a way to talk to a C-list. Now, I'm not going to talk to you guys how to talk to your A-list and B-list today. I'm going to talk to you guys how to actually talk to people that you do not know. Does that make sense? Because these are pretty easy to talk to. You already have the foundation of building a relationship with someone is trust. And if you already have trust, it's very easy to talk to them. Right? So let's talk about C-list. When it comes to C-list, okay, what a lot of people do is they make the mistake of thinking that recruiting is about being interesting. Okay? And recruiting is not about interesting. Recruiting is about being interested. Does that make sense? It's about understanding the other person. It's not about what you want. It's about figuring out where is this person and where are they trying to go and how can I provide them a vehicle, this is a car, to go from point A to point B. Because everyone has a destination they're trying to chase. Everyone. Every human being is chasing something in their life. True or not true? Right? So they're chasing something. So you need to figure out where are they today, what are they chasing, and what vehicle do they have right now to help them get there? So how do you do that in a conversation? Well, the first thing you do in a conversation is what? We talk about the 5 steps to a conversation the other day. First step is the introduction, right? If you meet somebody in the street, you don't just go up to them and say, yo, I got an interview for you. That's fucking weird, and that's kind of crazy. But the first thing you would do is what? You break the ice, right? I like those shoes. Where'd you get them from? That's called breaking the ice, right? Now, you don't go to a guy and say, I like your hair, right? Because they're going to think you're hitting on them. But if you say shoes, that's pretty fucking normal, right or wrong? That's my go-to. I like those shoes. Where'd you get them from? And usually people go, oh, I fucking got it, and they start talking about their shoes. Awesome. How much were they?
I like your hair, Mike.
Thank you, right? But how much are the shoes? Oh, about $150. Where'd you get them from? Oh, I got them from fucking this Nike store. Really? What? Are they comfortable? Are they comfortable? Well, no, you don't go in the hood and do that because they're trying to steal my shoes, right? But you start talking about the shoes for a good 20, 30, 40, 50 seconds to a minute. And then you transition to the mindset of form. How many guys heard of form before? Anybody? You heard form. So form stands for family, occupation, recreation, and motivation. Okay? Huh?
I'll say motivation.
Yeah. So family, occupation, recreation, motivation. In order to have a good conversation with someone, I can do this in 5 fucking minutes, 10 minutes. To figure out someone, when you meet someone brand new, asking questions is the easiest fucking thing on the planet because people love to what?
Talk about themselves.
Exactly. So instead of you trying to talk about your opportunity, your business, oh my God, this amazing fucking thing I have going on, nobody gives a fuck. But if you give a fuck about them, guess what? Their ears perk up when it comes time to you talking about what you need to talk about, right? So I always want to figure out at least this in the first 5 to 8 minutes of conversation with someone, right? And it's not weird. If you ask it the right way, it's not weird, okay? So like for example, introduction to the shoes, blah, 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 you have a conversation, and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, what do you do for work if you don't mind me asking? When you ask someone what do you do for work, what are they going to tell you? What do you do for work? It's super simple. It's not an invasive question, right? You say, what do you do for work? Oh, I work in, let's say, BJ's. Oh, really? How long have you been doing that? Right? I'm interested in knowing the person. How long have you been doing that? What made you stay there for so long? I don't just go straight to, oh my God, you're looking for an opportunity. Because that's not recruiting, guys. It's called pre-ejaculation. It's too early in the process, right? You have to first be interested in the individual and figure out where are they at, where are they trying to go, and what vehicle they're using to get there. Now, in this situation, I'm understanding that he has a vehicle so far. His vehicle is BJ's, right? Or Target, or fucking, he's a software engineer, whatever it may be. Once you identify that vehicle, you ask them, well, how long have you been doing that? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? And a lot of people, if they're not enjoying what they're doing, what are they going to tell you? Nah, man, it fucking sucks. Really? I don't say, oh my God, I have an opportunity for you. There's an interview. No, man, chill. Wait, listen. Really, you don't enjoy it? How come? What is the one thing that bothers you about that place? Well, my manager is not really good. He doesn't really care about us. He doesn't take care of us. It's chaos in the company. Really? How long has it been going like that? And they tell you what? Oh, it's been going like that for like 6 months. Awesome. So what are you going to do? See how I'm digging deep? See how I'm figuring out what's important to that person? Is that something funny?
Yeah, you sound like Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo? What am I going to do? Right? You start digging deep and figuring out what's important to that individual, why they feel that way, what's the situation they're going through, right? You have to understand there's a lot of questions is what gives you, the quality of your questions will give you the quality of the answers you're looking for. So if you ask bullshit questions, you're going to get what? Bullshit answers. But if you have great questions, you'll get great answers. And with that data, with that information, you can use that to help the other individual. People want to talk to people they actually like. People like to talk to people that are similar to them. So you have to find some similar and common ground with them. So you figure out where they're from, right? What's your background, by the way? What's your nationality, if you want me asking? Oh, I'm Italian. Really? That's awesome. Have you been there before? No, my cousin moved down here, da-da-da-da-da-da. What brought you down to Miami? Oh, I came here for work. Oh, really? What do you do for work? See how I'm digging? Guys, see, I'm giving you guys ideas on how to dig in conversations, okay? I don't pre-ejaculate and talk about the opportunity. I don't pre-ejaculate and talk about business. I don't pre-ejaculate and talk about what I do. They don't even know fucking who I am. They may just know my name, and they probably even forgot it. Right? Because most people, you say Michael, they fucking forget. But if you're smart, the sweetest thing a person can hear is their fucking name. So if you remember their name, you add value to them. Your name is Devante? Awesome. Boom. Devante's in my head. And if you forget, how many guys say you forget names usually? Okay, train your mind to not forget. The reason why you forget is because you tell your mind you forget. Yeah, you could even say back to them, Devante, nice to meet you, man. Awesome. Congratulations. No, nice to meet you, Michael. Devante, I'm not going to forget that. Awesome. Boom. I said it. I thought it. It's in my head. So in the middle of the conversation, so Devante, let me ask you a question. Boom. People like hearing their fucking name, especially if it's a unique name, right? So recreation, right? Also, you could ask them questions about what do they like to do outside of work, right? So you go to the gym around here? Look at you go to the gym, bro. Yeah, I go to the gym. How long have you been going to LA Fitness? Oh, shit, really? Yeah, I used to go to LA Fitness too, man. Blah, blah, blah. Relatability, right? Know just enough about every single topic, just a little bit to relate to other people and have a little bit of a scope of information of different industries. Different, you know, I could talk about makeup. Really, Michael? Oh, absolutely. Mascara, foundation, blush, smush, all this shit. How do I know that? Because I want to know just a tad bit. I know about skincare. I know about all these different things because I know just a little bit about every little thing just to be able to relate to a different wide of people, right? Because if you can relate to an Haitian person, if you can relate to a Colombian person, right? You speak to Colombian, hey, parce, todo bien, que chévere, papa, right? Boom. He's like, que chévere, que chimba. How does he know this stuff? A white guy? He's like, oh shit, he been to Colombia or he dated a Colombian, right or wrong? Right? You talk to a Venezuelan, hey, chamo, right? You just relate a little bit, just to know a little bit. Know a couple of words of that language. Like Eric is very good with the Haitian community. Why? He goes, bonsoir, komouye, sapase, nabule, right? He relates, right? That's a relatable. When you see a random fucking person know a little bit about your culture, it creates that automatic trust, that relatability, that like. You're starting to have a relationship automatically in a positive direction. And motivation, very important. Motivation is about figuring out what is their dreams and goals. I like to ask people, so you've been working in this place, what are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish right now in your life? People will tell you their goals. I'm telling you, if you build a good enough relationship with someone, they're going to tell you their dreams and their goals and what they're chasing. I'm a perfect example of this shit because I started, every single one of you guys are sitting in this chair, I started just like you guys. I want you guys to understand that. I wasn't born with money. I literally started exactly where you're at 8 years ago. All I did was fucking knock on doors and fucking build a massive fucking team. That's all I did. I knocked on doors, made a bunch of fucking sales. As I was building my fucking sales pipeline, I was fucking recruiting and building a team at the same fucking time. That's what I was doing. Oh, Michael, you got lucky. No, I didn't get lucky. I just fucking worked my ass off. I just understood the secret is not in just making money. The secret is in building fucking teams. And once you build enough fucking teams, then it becomes fucking fun. Right? How many of you guys had to go fucking play video games by yourself? Or go to the gym by yourself? Or do everything by yourself? Okay? Wouldn't it be cooler to do things with other people? Certain things, right? Like the gym I like to go by myself because nobody can fucking, you know, most people cannot fucking hang. But certain things like, can you imagine going to, what? Most people can't hang, yeah. Yeah, they really can't. No, it's not about the weight. It's not about the weight. It's about the consistency. It's also about the mentality. It's about how you're doing the work. It's about the, I can't do this. Too much complaining, oh, I can't, right? It's about going out there and executing on a daily basis, on a consistent basis. Right? By the way, recruiting is not a one-time thing. Recruiting is a what? A all-time thing. I'm always fucking recruiting. Always recruiting. I'm always in the hunt for great talent. Whether it's Renee, whether it's personal recruiting, whether it's through agency, I don't give a shit. I'm always hunting for great people. Always. When people feel you, when people know exactly what fires you up, when they know your dreams and your goals, they don't have to even hear it, they just can tell by your fucking attitude, by the way you walk, by the way you talk. How many guys you could tell when someone has a fire inside of them? You can fucking tell. When you have that fire inside of you, people want to know what the fuck you do. And they're like, you know what? Wherever he's fucking going, I want to fucking go with him. Because they feel you. Does that make sense? So it's not about trying to convince them about the opportunity. Right? It's about persuading them to believe in you. And how do you do that? Is by listening to them and building that trust factor. How many guys have made some mistakes when it came to recruiting? Okay? Because what do most people do when it comes to recruiting? They throw up on them. You don't understand, my friend. Make 1,000. And you're like, why don't they show up? Why don't they fucking pick up the phone call? Because all you did was just throw up on them. Instead of figuring out what's important to them.
You know what they say? They were saying like, nah, you're doing something pyramidal. What is the hook? You're something like
Because you sound too desperate. Because remember, you're trying to recruit them. This is a very powerful thing. Do not try to recruit people for you. Because people can feel that. Recruit them for them.
Well, I need that bonus right now.
Well, yeah, when you think about the bonus, then don't recruit them for the bonus. It's a dichotomy, right? Don't think about the bonus you get for recruiting somebody, or don't think about you building a team. Figure out, how can I serve this person? How can I change this person's life? And by default, you'll get the fucking bonus. By default, you'll make fucking money. Right? The amount of people you serve and help will determine how much money you have in your bank account. If you don't have a lot of money in your bank account, it's because you haven't helped anybody. If you have negative, that means you fucking hurt people. Think about that. You want to make more money? If you want to make more money, you got to go serve more people. You hear what I just said? If you want to make more money, you need to go serve more people. The more people that you serve, the better off people are because of you in their life, the more money you make. It's a fucking cheat code. You want more money? Who can I serve today? Who can I fucking change their life today? And guess what? Money chases you then. So when you're recruiting, it's the same concept. It's not about how can I recruit them to my team? How can I get them to my team so they can help me make money? That's not the power. That's not the way to think. It's how can I change this person's life and give them an opportunity to get closer to their dreams and their goals. And by default, because I help them get what they want, I, myself, will get what I want. But the first person is who? The other person. It's the same thing in a relationship, right? If you take care of the woman will take care of you. It's not the woman got to take care of you so I can take care of the woman. Right or wrong? I got to take care of her. If I do everything in my power to serve her, to love her, to take care of her, to protect her, guess what? By default, I will get what I want. Does that make sense? So when it comes to recruiting, you have to get, and by the way, recruiting is not just like, today I'm going to do it, tomorrow I'm not. It's a daily fucking thing. You're constantly on the hunt. You are a talent scout. A talent scout looks for talent. A talent scout looks for fucking the best fucking players so they can what? Recruit them to the fucking team. And that's what you guys are. And the cool thing is that you guys are in the field, in the marketplace. And what are you looking for when you're recruiting? You have to be very specific with what you're looking for. Are you looking for just a fucking body that could just fucking put some fog under a mirror? Or are you looking for something specific? What are you looking for? What do you want your team to be known for? When you think of your fucking office, right? This is what I always thought. When I have my own office, I always thought about, when I have my office, this is the things that I want my office to be fucking known for. Right? Certain characteristics. Discipline. Ambition. Right? Drive. Right? Camaraderie. Fun. Think about how you want your office to be, and if that person doesn't match that fucking that office, then don't fucking recruit them. You're doing them a fucking favor. Remember that. You have the golden fucking ticket. Right? You have the golden ticket. You don't have to go to the street and say, take my golden ticket, please take it. No. They need to understand the value of the golden ticket. But in order for them to be interested in that golden ticket, you got to be interested in them. And you got to get them curious about the event. A lot of times when you do this way, they're usually going to ask you, well, what do you do for work? Right? And you can say a lot of things. You can say a bunch of things. What I like to say, right, if I was in your position, I would say, listen, I'm actually, I work with helping the community now by serving them, by giving them tablets and, with different, we distribute devices to the local community, to the local, low-income communities. You can say whatever you want. Yeah, you can say I work with the government by helping out the community and, with low-income families. And I go right back at them. So let me ask you, how long have you been working at McDonald's? Or how long have you been working in fucking, software engineer? How long have you been doing, whatever it may be? I don't talk too much about me. I get back to them. And I'm not doing it in a very disrespectful way. I'm doing it in a way because I'm trying to be interested in you, figure out what's important to you. When I know what's important to you, it's very easy for me to get you to get excited about what I got. Because what I got is a fucking Ferrari. I know it's a Ferrari. You will never recruit people that you want. You will always recruit people like you are. Listen to what I just said. You may want to recruit ambitious people, but if you're not ambitious, you ain't recruiting that fucking guy. If you're not ambitious, you ain't recruiting me. You crazy? You cannot recruit people that you want to recruit. You will always recruit people like you. You attract who you are, not what you want. Remember that, right? So if you want to attract the best of the best, what you need to start doing is what? Building yourself. Oh, Michael, I don't have time. Good. Then stay broke. You're not going to have money or time then. Good luck with that. Find the fucking time to read, to educate yourself, to grow your mind, to build yourself. Get a fucking coach, get a fucking mentor, right? Whether it's a rabbi, a priest, whatever it may be. Get a fucking therapist. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I don't have time. No, you do have time. You're just wasting it on bullshit. So if you want to speed up the process, you need some fucking nitric oxide. You need to change yourself a little bit. Because when you change yourself, oh boy, everyone fucking starts to, like, now I'm in a different position. Now people are begging me to come work here. I got people messaging me on fucking TikTok all the fucking time. I got to filter through idiots. I got people in fucking other countries, can I come work for you? I get literally at least 5 to 10 people a day that want to work for me. 5 to 10 people. Whereas 10 years ago, I had to fucking chase 20 people. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys in the next video.